meeting previously. So my name is Adsina Fibra. You can call me Fira. I'm a civic education faculty member from Bina Nusantara University in Jakarta in the international campus. My topic is about remodeling civic education in higher education through learning by teaching project. And actually, my presentation is kind of similar finding with Dr. Agatha. Yeah, we try to promote active learning and project related to SDGs and giving to the society. So as the introductions, maybe you are familiar with this, that the functions of higher educations being defined of having these four components. We provide academic leadership, we provide general higher educations, technological training, development, and professional development. This is definition by Castro and Levis. So the detail of this chart, it's stated that the academic leadership functions focus on the quality, which is include having highly qualified faculty conducting sophisticated original research that is published in rigorously reviewed, internationally recognized journal, providing graduate educations and offering selective undergraduate programs. And then for the second functions, professional development, which is primarily concerned with the preparing students for specific job markets that require advanced and specialized formal educations. And the third, providing technological training and development, which is typically involved in short-term and preparation aimed at facilitating direct entry into the job market. And then the last one, the last functions, general higher education functions, often present as professional education, but many students end up in a job that not related to their field study. Nonetheless, this is like a primary avenue through which most students in extensive higher education system develop analytical skills in reading, writing, critical thinking that are valuable across range of job and broader civic roles. And higher education around the world are expected to equip young people for the job market to meet the industry needs. It's one of the crucial components for us to design higher education curriculum. I did a previous study related to learning by teaching project back in 2016, 2017, and try to see the correlation between civic education course and the result, whether it's correlated with the worker skills or not. It was already presented, published in 2019. But then now it's already 2025. There were so many changes happen, especially in technology, AI development, and so on. And then the World Economic Forums also published the new latest versions, which is from 2023. They say that 44% of worker skills will be disrupted in the next 5 years. So this research continue the student experience in learning by teaching project to explore civic and worker skills learned during the civic education courses. So this is the list published by World Economic Forum, the top 10 worker skills needed in 2027. I will not read all of this. Try to see the context in Indonesian higher education. We are very strictly regulated by the national curriculum from the government of Indonesia. We have 4 mandatory courses that must be put into the higher education curriculum. The first one is national ideology. The second one, civic education. The third is religious education based on one's belief, and then the language. But then at the same time, the university was questions how to meet the requirement for preparing the students for the job industry. But then the government also give us the assignment to maintain the civic educations and so on. So therefore, the university must find ways to achieve both goals for national curriculum and the demands of the industry. So another research gap, 2023, there was a meeting with the head of the program saying that, oh, maybe the study of civic education is no longer relevant in the modern time because nowadays people more focus on artificial intelligence. Why not replacing the courses with the new technology? But then, of course, we cannot change it because of the regulations strictly arranged by the ministry. But then we need to give a reason behind it why civic education is still relevant in modern time like nowadays. So there are two research objectives. First, to investigate the Indonesian's university strategy in remodeling civic educations to meet expected labor skill. And second, to analyze civic labor skill learned during the implementations of learning by teaching project. So what is I will skip the research method. So what is the learning by teaching? This is a pedagogy that have many names in other countries. Teaching, let's focus in teaching. When we teach someone, we learn something. For Indonesians, especially in my university, we learn this teaching from Turku University from Finland through innovative pedagogy back in 2016, and we have implemented this system for 9 years now, and estimated 10,000 students have been involved in this project, especially under the course named Civic Education. The finding, just to give you the idea how the projects look like, in Indonesia, we have 13 weeks for one semester. This is the rundown of the activities for students to prepare each week until the end of the semester. First, they will listen about the project instructions, and then the second week, they identify the social issue based on the SDGs. They create a group, and then the week 3 and 4, they write a proposal, permit letters, and sending it to partners, visiting NGOs, schools, and so on. And then by middle of the semester, they develop the teaching materials, and followed by visiting the formal or informal institution. It can be like orphans house, shelters, or community club, any institutions. They go there and teach. And then in addition, we also ask them to create a teaching video, like a 10 minutes video, and then they submit it to the knowledge management system in our campus, which is open to public that everyone can learn. And then week 11, they create the monitoring and evaluations. 12, writing a report. Week 13, project presentations, and upload the teaching video system. This is the examples, pictures, students visiting the NGOs related to environment, for example. And then after visiting the NGOs, they develop the teaching materials. They went to this like a drop out informal facility schools outside campus and educate people about environment. Um, so after that, they write a project and reflect about what they learned through this learning by teaching activity. And the students, they are on their second semester, like 18, 19 years old, our students, and they are from all backgrounds like computer science, information system, fashion, all of the programs that we have in our campus. These are some comments from one of the students. Okay, and then this one from international business. So the project is very good idea since we are not only educate ourselves by reviewing, but we also share knowledge to those people who might have lack of educations. But the student also need to reflect with the SDG, and then the World Economic Forums, and then the worker skills. Here are the examples of their reflections. Empathy, active listening, creative and analytical thinking, motivation, self-awareness, curiosity, love, lifelong learning, and so on. The skills that they learn, knowledge, and attitude. This is just the examples. But to summarize, this is the list that I already presented to you. Because this is a qualitative, I don't put numbers, but these are the findings from all of the reflections that we collect from the students' report. And we can see from 10 worker skill gained by students through the project, only one that are still in red, that they don't put it in their report, which is design and user experience in AI. But other than that, they wrote on their report The yellow one was taken from the lecturer's interview. Actually, the student, they don't put it on their report, but we know they use AI for creating a report, creating a video, teaching material, and so on. And then for the technological literacy, the lecturers, based on the observations, the lecturers explain about the ethics of using social media, video, and so on for the student. How is the law, the current law in Indonesia related to technology and so on. So only one that missing from the worker skills list that are not being observed or being put as the reflection of it. So as the conclusions, the disruptive technology has led to new challenges regarding how civic education contribute to the development of worker skills. Using this learning by teaching as part of civic education can be alternative pedagogy to foster labor skills needed once the students graduate. This research finding benefits civic education's educators, researchers, policymakers in reshaping Indonesian national curriculum for higher educations. And then it is possible for higher educations to incorporate teaching civic education skills and worker skill in one project. And then the private university has already implemented this students conduct the teaching project to solve the community issues that been seen as the innovative pedagogy method. And then the last one, teaching strategies and the roles are of the lecturers are also important to be highlighted in the implementation of the new teaching method. So for future research suggestions, the research has the limitations, such as how to measure to 2027 worker skills gained by students, and the assessment by a lecturer has not reflected the measurement one by one. Therefore, the suggestion for the future research is to do quantitative approach, so successful of this new teaching method in civic education can be more apparent. So thank you. This is just other.